guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I come to you with my February favorites of the year 2018. I'm super excited to do this video just because I haven't done a monthly favorites in a really long time. So I have quite a bit of stuff to show you guys, so let's go ahead and get started. The first product I'm going to show you is this ColourPop eyeshadow quad. This is the one in Belle of the Ball, and I purchased this quite a long time ago, but I never used it just because I was kind of scared to play around with it, just because I haven't really played with pinks that often yet, but I thought Valentine's Day would be the perfect time to go ahead and play around with these colors, and I absolutely loved these colors. First of all, the pigmentation is awesome. They're very buttery, which is expected from ColourPop, and the colors are actually very wearable. You wouldn't think so just because they are very pretty pink colors, but pink actually is one of those colors that you can pull off not as an everyday look, but just on a day where you just feel like wearing a pop of color. I feel like it's very wearable and it won't make you look like a clown. This palette in particular comes with 3 matte shades and then a shimmery shade, which is gorgeous. I really like it. I ended up using all 4 colors in the look that I did for Valentine's Day, and I loved the look that I did. So definitely recommend this palette if you're looking to venture out to using different colors. Since then, pink is definitely one of the favorite colors I've been loving to use on the eyes. Next up, I have this Makeup Forever Starlit Powder in the shade Iridescent Pearl, and I've been loving this to use on my inner corners. I'm using it today if you guys can see, but pretty much it is a loose pigment or loose eyeshadow. Very pretty, like champagne gold color. Super pretty. So it's super metallic. It'll go with any eye look that you're doing because it's a very neutral color. It's kind of just like a white champagne gold. Super bright, and it just brightens up whatever look you're doing, and I'm just in love with it. I've also been loving this Stila liquid eyeshadow in the shade Cloud. This was actually in my haul as well, and you would think that this color wasn't very wearable just because I described it as kind of like a taupey shade with hints of purple and lavender, and there's also some gold in there too. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can just see like when it hits the light you can see all the purples and the lavender, and it's just a very unique color. I don't have anything like it in my collection, and I've just been using this like crazy. I usually like to do very neutral looks every day, especially when I go to work, but I've been using this a ton, so love this. Definitely want to go pick up more colors from that line. Moving on to face stuff. If you guys watched my first impression review on these 2 products, you would know that I absolutely fell in love with them. This is the Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Foundation in the shade Natural Beige, and then I also got the Superstay Better Skin powder. Now I really love the powder just because it gives my face or any foundation that I'm using a nice airbrushed finish, and everything just looks smooth. It doesn't look powdery or grainy whatsoever, and the foundation, it's very lightweight. It's definitely full coverage, so if you're looking for a good lightweight full coverage foundation, go check this out. They work super well together, but they're also very good on their own, so yeah, go check them out. I showed this in one of my videos as well. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. I actually found this at Marshall's for only about $6 or $7, so it was a steal and I had to get it. I definitely want to go back and see if I can find more because I want to get backups, but I got the shade Light 16, and I like to use this underneath my eyes just because it is like a couple shades lighter than my actual skin tone. But the reason I like this is because it's super light, especially underneath the eyes, compared to my Tarte Shape Tape. That one can be super heavy, and that one also gives me a very bad white cast in flash photography, but this one does the complete opposite. It's very light, very moussey. I love the texture of this, and it just glides onto underneath my eyes very nicely. I don't know why it's at Marshall's for super cheap. They could be discontinuing it, they could be changing the packaging or something, but definitely go check out your Marshalls or your TJ Maxx to see if you can find this, because I definitely recommend it. Also from Marshalls, I found this hydrating face mist that one of my favorite YouTubers actually recommended. This brand is called Pearlescence, and they have a whole bunch of different face mists They have a cucumber one, they have a green tea one. They just have a whole bunch of different ones, but I chose the coconut rose one just because I don't have anything like it. And I've just been loving to use this after I shower, after I wash my face. I like to use it as a setting spray. I like to use it kind of as like a primer before I put on foundation. There's just a whole bunch of different uses that you could use these face mists for, and they're very good for your skin. They contain really good things like rose water, aloe, stuff like that. This was only $6.99 and it comes with a whole bunch of product compared to like your usual face mist. So I could definitely go check out your Marshalls or TJ Maxx to see if you can find this as well. For primer, I've been loving this primer right here. This is the Milk Makeup Luminous Blur Stick. I received this free from review from Influencer and I've been loving it. It has a very strong like citrus scent to it, which I usually don't like the smell of citrus, but it's very light so it doesn't really bother me as much. First, I like to use a silicone based primer so that this one can glide on more smoothly on my face, and then I like to put this on like the highest points of my cheeks. Right here, I like to put it on the middle of my forehead, down my nose, and that's pretty much it. I just like to highlight the highest points of my face to give my face an extra glow after I put on my foundation and top it off with powder and highlighter. The face still looks very nice and dewy and glowy. Okay, I've also been loving this liquid highlighter right here. This is the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Moonlight. So I've had this for a while, but I just never used it just because I'm not a huge fan of liquid highlighters. And you can also use this, you could put a drop of it into your foundation and it could give your foundation a nice dewy look. But this highlighter is super beaming, blinding. You can see that. Love it. And it blends out so smoothly. It just gives your skin the perfect like natural, not really natural, but it just melts into your skin so nicely. I'm wearing it today underneath my foundation if you can see that, but really look at that. It's so pretty. Moving on to lip products, I have two here. These are by Wet n Wild, and these are their Perfect Pout Gel Lip Liners. So I think these are new because I've never seen them before, but I was at the drugstore the other day and saw them and went ahead and bought them because they were only about $2 or $3, super cheap. But I got the shades Bear to Comment, which is a pretty nude color. They're so creamy and smooth. They just glide onto your lips like butter, so they're super, super pretty. And then I also got the shade, what is this, Lay Down the Mauves. It's a little bit of a deeper color right here. And you really cannot have enough lip liners. I typically like to use these shades for every day. They just go with any lip color that you're doing. So moving on to skincare products, I have this Tarte Maracuja Oil. This is just a mini size. I've been liking it for my scalp actually. For as long as I can remember, I've had a very, very dry scalp and I've had problems with dandruff and stuff like that. But lately my scalp has been very, very dry, and every time I get out of the shower, it's just super, super flaky, like here on my hairline, and it's kind of disgusting. But I've been using this oil to put on my hairline right here. It completely gets rid of any flakiness, dryness, and any like dead skin that I have up here. And it just is a miracle in a bottle. I love it. Lastly, from skincare, I have these two products right here. So these are the St. Ives exfoliators. I have two different ones. Now, I have been using St. Ives for as long as I can remember. I've tried their green tea one as well as their apricot one, and they work amazingly. But recently I found these two. These are the Even and Bright Pink Lemon and Mandarin Orange Scrub. This one is meant for polishing away imperfections and for bright, radiant skin. And then this one is the Rise and Energize Coconut and Coffee Scrub. It's supposed to wake up skin for an instantly radiant glow. This one, first of all, it smells like cotton candy to me. It smells really, really good. And it has kind of smaller beads, so it's a more gentle scrub if you don't want something too harsh on your skin. It just brightens up my skin when my skin is looking dull. And this one I like to use when I'm feeling a little bit more tired and if my face just in general looks a little bit more tired and dull. It doesn't really have a strong scent of coffee, but you can definitely smell the coffee and the coconut. This one is a more heavier scrub, so I like to use this only like about once a week, whereas this one I like to use maybe twice a week. So moving on, I want to try and do like a book of the month, TV show of the month, and movie of the month. I've been reading this one right here. It's called You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. This book is really, really popular. A lot of beauty vloggers and just a lot of people in general have been talking about it. It's just a self-help and motivational book, and I am obsessed with it. I highlighted a couple passages and like sentences and stuff here, and it just gives me kind of like that push that I need when I'm feeling kind of discouraged or uninspired. Then I definitely turn to this book, and I've just been loving it. My TV show of the month, I've been loving The Bachelor. I didn't plan on watching The Bachelor this season just because I wasn't really interested in the guy that was playing The Bachelor this year. I just don't think he's really my type, and I don't think he's that attractive in my opinion, but I decided to just go ahead and watch it anyway because I've always watched The Bachelor for as long as I can remember, and I've been obsessed with it. I don't really have a favorite. If I had to choose one person, it would probably be Lauren. I think she's really cute and her personality is really cute, but yeah, so that's that. And then as for movie of the month, definitely Black Panther. If you guys don't watch my vlogs or anything like that, you wouldn't know that I'm obsessed with Marvel movies. Nigel actually got me into them when we first started dating, and I'm a die-hard Marvel fan. Nigel and I go to every midnight premiere for every Marvel movie, and it's like a tradition of ours. So we saw Black Panther on the midnight premiere, and it was amazing. Definitely lives up to the hype. It's not my favorite Marvel movie, of course, but definitely do recommend it. It's one of the best ones that I've seen. So yeah. So that concludes my February favorites. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.